So we're back by unpopular demand. I have a new coffee cup that Christine bought me. It says, "I'm sorry I'm late. I got here as soon as I wanted to," which is true every morning.
No, it's not. It's totally a joke.
No, it's not.
She
I do
unlocks
get here
the
when I
door.
want to.
She opens the blinds. She even opens my blinds and turns the lights on in my office for me. Way before she's supposed to.
I'm basically Christine's lady maid, office lady maid.
That's one way of saying it.
If Melania can have one, so could Christine.
True. Let's talk about letters, acronyms, letters bunched together, making confusing references, shall we?
Let's do it.
If you have a work comp injury, there's a lot of acronyms you are going to hear, and we're going to go through them. Number 1, temporary total disability. These are payments you get from the workers' compensation insurance company for your time off work if the authorized doctor takes you off work. And it is 2/3 of your weekly salary. Those are temporary total disability payments. And that is only if the authorized doctor takes you off. And the amount you're paid is based on your salary for the 13 weeks before your injury. So it's 2/3 of your salary, and that's where they get the average.
Yes. Christine, aren't there some nuances to TTD that are specific to certain, depending on who your employer is?
Yes.
That we don't necessarily need to get into right now, because
Yes.
it can get very intricate, as I said. But
Depending on your work restrictions, sometimes you'll get TTD and sometimes you'll be forced to go to work. So it depends on your employer. It depends on the specific restrictions from the doctor. So yeah, this is something we fight about a lot. Good point.
thanks.
Temporary partial disability. We don't see this as often, but this is if your doctor says you can only work part-time. So you get your part-time pay from the employer like a normal paycheck, and the rest of your payment is 2/3, and that comes from the insurance company. So that's for part-time work. Lots of nuances there too. Next, MMI, maximum medical improvement,
2001.
or 2001. Maximum medical improvement is when the authorized treating physician says, you're as good as you're gonna get. I've treated you, I've provided you medical treatment, and you're not gonna get any better. You've plateaued, you're at maximum medical improvement, and you're released. Oftentimes we don't agree with that date, so that's something we argue about too.
After MMI, we often get an
IME.
IME.
Isn't that funny how that works?
I know, it just came to me.
We did
When
it
you
in
were
the right
talking, I
order.
wasn't listening to what you were saying.
No, that worked. Independent medical examination. So that's when we will send our clients for an evaluation with the doctor we choose after they've been treating for a really long time with the doctors that the insurance company chooses. So you like to think of it as, what do you usually tell the clients?
As our evidence to go up against everything that the workers' comp insurance company has accumulated about your injury over time based on what their doctors have to say.
Correct. So this is our shot at our own evidence. Very important when we get to that point. Lots of nuances there. And then we have permanent partial disability, or PPD. PPD is a lump sum of money that a person is paid at the end of their case after MMI, maximum medical improvement. So it's a lump sum of money you get for the permanent effects of your injury. And this is where a lot of the negotiating comes in. And you should not negotiate this by yourself. And even more serious than that is the next one. This is the most serious kind of situation a person can be in, which is permanent total disability. And that means a person's injury renders them unable to work at all. If you are unable to go back to work because of your injury, and I mean any work, then this is a larger lump sum of money, or it is weekly payments for the rest of your life. And insurance companies never, ever, ever, ever want to pay this. If you're in this situation, you definitely need to call us. Does that cover the acronyms? That covers
Yeah,
the
I'd
acronyms.
just like to say that right now, Christine, I believe that you have 10 clients that you've won PTD for.
We have 10 since we have started Kiefer Law Office 3 years ago. True.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, I've probably had hundreds, 100 maybe.
I only count the ones when I was here.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is the stuff that matters.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
You're right. Okay, great.
Great.
Wraps it up.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.